I had to jump out of the way of the mud pit. It's not really a mud pit, but this is my truck. See, door handle busted, no open. Be open the back door to get into the front door because we live in Pennsylvania. $80 to have it fixed, and I'm just too cheap to do it. It's my license plate. I don't care. Again, Pennsylvania. It's dirty, but 4-foot box. I think it's like 4.3 foot altogether. Works. Got a little power outlet back there. And does have a full tow hitch and trailer lighting. Wiring's right there. Full ball. It's all steel underneath. It's just a plastic cover. I don't know how good it is. It says it can tow about 3,500 to 5,500 pounds. Something like that, it says. I think it's rated for. Just a little truck. And I'm going to pause it so that I can attempt to get in through the back to the front, as usual. And then we will do a little drive down the road. Okay, I made it in. Front door open. Does open from the inside. It's really not that complicated, but I like to make it sound like it is. Cold. Security lights blinking. Haven't started it up yet. Quick interior. Seat covers, mossy oak, of course. Got hers with a little pink on the sides. Running down. And I'm sitting on his seat cover. Mossy oak matching steering wheel cover. A little roundabout action for you. Oh, 6-disc and dash CD changer that no longer works. Radio does, and that's all I use. Turn knob 4x4, I love that. And trust me, even though it's a small truck, the 4-wheel drive is awesome. Okay, let me get the door shut here. Now we're going to go for our initial startup. Let's see if the wipers are still on from yesterday. And she fires right to life. And no engine lights. No nothing. Good battery level. Good oil pressure. Still cold. No gas. There's a little gas when I'm downhill. I have about a quarter of a tank. So, see if we can get a view of it here. Shut off the air until it warms up. 382 miles. It's got 170,066 miles on it. Proud that it just rolled over to 170,000. Give it a nice oil change along with whatever else when it rolled over. Basically, I just did an oil change. I added some Lucas to it. It does have a bad bearing in the motor somewhere or on one of the pulleys, but we don't worry about things like that. Now I'm going to pause you, give this a minute, and once we warm up a titch, we'll take it for a little ride. Yeah, I just moved from over there, just backed up, turn around, the driveway goes out there. That is the landlord's car, all ripped the hell up on blocks. It's not really that bad, just underneath where he went off the road. Oh well. Another car sitting over there. That one's got a bad frame, otherwise it's a nice car. Too bad, huh? Thank you, New York State. We live in Pennsylvania. And there's one of our shed deals. Let's get a pan around. There's part of the house. There's a 4-wheeler sitting right there. I think that's a 450R. There's a 660 in the garage. That is the Nissan that has no title. unfortunately. You can see part of the yard as well. Still cold. I'm going to stick the camera out the window, see if you can hear my bearing tick. I think it's a bearing, possibly a lifter, but I'm going with a bearing because a bearing for the pulley on one of the pulleys would be a hell of a lot better than a lifter right now, and it's been like this for about 2 years, and no engine lights, it still runs good, so how would it? Gets a little annoying, but you just turn on the radio here, so tell me if you can hear this. Alright, not sure if you can hear that or not. I'll give you a little rev up. It has a 3,500 RPM rev limiter, so no worries. A little cold, but anymore, 3,500 is not going to really hurt this V6. I don't know if it picks that up either. Sorry about the blurry picture. Now it looks like we're starting to creep right up above the frozen line. It's getting to be winter time. I'll give you another pause when we get out to the road. Go from there. Cancel that. I figured I'd show you going out the driveway. It's going to be a little bumpy. My apologies ahead. Driveway's very bumpy. Kind of go at this tree and turn back to avoid going over the edge. I love our driveway. Again, I apologize for the bumpiness. Going up to our first stop sign. See, now we're up to a quarter of a tank. Let's get gas. I don't know if you will hear it, but I'll give you a little chirp on the tires pulling out. Roll the window down. I always like doing this. Got a little smoke rolling too, a little more than a chirp, but I'll just cruise up the road. I think we're doing about 35, 40. Going up the hill. It's starting to warm up a bit. Now, granted, we are going uphill, even though it doesn't look it. We're at almost 50. I'm going to punch it. I give you to about 60. Slow back down. Again, it doesn't look like much of a hill, but I tell you what, it's more than what it looks. We roll the window up real quick. There we go, and that window up. Hard to hear with the windows down. I am smoking as I smoke, so if we get a little smoky, my bad. Just running up the road, we'll let it warm up a little more. Moving. Up the road, a little more throttle. It's a truck. Remember this? It's not a sports car. You know, sometimes I like to think it is. Now we're just cruising again about 60 or so. Although the speed limit is 45, so I try not to push it faster than that. No tickets. This is my first video, so we're just going to have a little fun. Little doggy on the side of the road. What's he doing there? Pacing back and forth by the mailbox. Mailman's gonna be in trouble. We're gonna go down here a little ways. I'm gonna pause you, find a spot to turn around. And coming back, we'll do another little clip. Maybe I'll see how quick I can get up to for you just for a second. In fact, we'll do a little jaunt right now. There's about 70, and again, we're going uphill, so, you know, it doesn't really put out much going uphill. Alright, now I'm going to pause you, and I'll get you on the way back. Okay, I got turned around now, heading back up towards home. Had a lot of traffic. Unfortunately, I was hoping in 9 in the morning there wouldn't be too many people around. Now we're just cruising about 50. So there's a house for sale. Anybody who wants to buy a house, looks real nice. Way out of my price range. Some of the landscape where I live, right on my road. Pretty nice place to live. Quiet. Country setting, you know. It is what it is. So again, we're probably cruising 50, 60, just cruising. Get to the straight stretch, we'll open it up a bit, have a little fun. On the phone, I'm using my cell phone to record and see some big trucks coming down the road. I'll watch for them guys. Let me get my window back up. They like to hog the road up sometimes. We're just cruising down the road. Got a nice big hill coming up. Oh, there's that dog in the road. We gotta stop for him. Poor dog's gonna get hit if he ain't careful. He's gonna cut right back across in front of me. He's gonna stop right there. Now I'm stuck waiting for him to move. Watch out, big guy. See my phone? There he is. Now we're at 0 miles an hour. Uphill acceleration, and it is a hill. Come downhill. Not really down. About 65. Slow down a little bit. Come through here, it's a little bouncy. Now we're just cruising down the road. Give another little quick jaunt of speed. Big truck come by, I had to slow down again. We're coming into the corners. Brakes need to be bled again. A little shaky when you slam them on at 80, 85. Nice truck though, runs good, serves its purpose. 4-wheel drives awesome in the winter time. So, I was hoping to get up to about 100, 110 on this video, but you know, not exactly the road conditions to be doing that. Sometime I'll get a highway video done. But, yeah, I'll just finish up when we get into the driveway. Show you coming back into the driveway. Some more whatever. Coming down the hill now. Granted, I don't know why these don't look like hills on the video. I took another video I didn't upload, but there's some pretty decent hills. I'm running along dirt hill, turn off the main road, and coming into the driveway, and it's gonna get real bumpy again. It's like being in a rodeo. This spot I'm coming through right in front of me, when we flooded, there was no road left. And that's what's left as a result of fixing it. But all the way down there, about, I'd say, 15, 20 feet, is our little pool of water. And all this, you can see the big opening of the pipe where I'm sitting now is gone. It's all level, about 20-foot deep hole. Goes into the creek over there. Again, getting bouncy. So, but as you can see, way back, one piece. I don't normally drive like that, but I did for this video. Temperature gauge is appropriate. Gas gauge is empty. No engine lights, no lights at all. Good heat. Finally got that on. And radio and everything does work. I'll give you a quick shot of the interior, and then that's it. You'll probably hear the bearing ticking or whatever it is. I think it's the alternator bearing, and that's what I was told by a buddy of mine. He does a lot of work on cars. Actually, I just shut it off without even thinking. You probably could have heard it already. And a little interior shot. Little rip in the center console. Let's give you some back seat action. Oh, that unlocked the door. A little dirty, muddy basically, but it's all kind of like rubberized flooring. Completely washable. There's actually drains underneath the seats and stuff, so you can actually literally get the interior wet. Again, we just got back from a road trip to Hershey, so back seats aren't bad. Little few cracks here and there, nothing major. A little cleanup stuff to make a beautiful truck. And that's about it. Rocker panels have been patched for PA. They weren't really that bad. I'll show you my little patch job. Did that myself. Painted it the wrong color, but that's what's supposed to be the matching color for this truck. But thanks to the auto store, as you can see, nowhere close. Running boards need to be re-welded. A little loose, but they're on there. And I tell you what, this paint job shines up nice when you get it washed and polished. I haven't washed it or polished it probably a month, but it's almost a two-tone blue and purple. You can kind of see right through here a little bit of the purple. You get that polished up, that purple comes out real nice in the sun. You can see the metal flake in it. Real nice paint. Has some scratches and stuff now, but there's my almost 20-minute long video. Hope you enjoyed. We're done now. Time to go. Oh, and by the way, this truck is for sale. I haven't quite figured out my asking price. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000. It books for about $6,000, but it does have a few quirks to it, like the door handle. So I figure half of that it'd probably take, I'm not going to lie, to have this truck in brand new condition again, about $1,500. It's still in drivable condition, new door handle, and the rear window motor needs to be done, but it's got every available option on this truck, so, you know, you think $3,000, put $1,500 into it. If you wanted it to be perfect, you're at $4,500, and I literally just passed the dealership with the same truck, same color, same year, everything for sale for $6,000. It was actually $5,649. $5,649, but by the time you pay your taxes, tags, and fees, you'd be over $6,000. It's a good thing about buying private party, no tax. What the price is, what it is. So, hope you enjoyed.